Buenos dias. How everybody doing? Good morning. It's the Kesia Joe Show. You guys, welcome into the Kesia Joe Show. How y'all doing this morning? Glad you guys are here. We're here live at the Filter Coffee Parlor here this morning, and y'all can see that the beautiful Kesia is not in the building, but your boy Joe like it is. You know, Beauty and the Beast, so you stuck with the Beast. But also today we got a crooner in the house, America. A crooner. He can sing. The boy, listen, he got a new single coming out, and he decided, we had to get a special guest to come in today to replace Kesia. He can't replace her, but he's here. He's in the building.
What up, though?
Mr. Erick Matthews, man. Welcome to the show.
What's up, bro?
How's it going, man?
Man, I'm delighted to be here, bro.
Man, we're gonna have you. I'm excited to have you on the show today.
You
got a brand new project coming out that we're gonna be talking about here in a little while.
Absolutely.
Got some questions I got to ask you because
okay.
I've been knowing you for years, and I've known you to be a gospel amen singer. And a little birdie told me about this new project you coming out. That you kind of go. Y'all hang tight for that. Hang tight for that. Mr. Erick Matthews in the building, y'all. We got a great show lined up for you today. Got a surprise coming on for you with that too. I may even get my singing voice out and go ahead and teach him how to sing a song or something.
That's what's up, man.
How many times go ahead and do me. No, let me get my water. When I get my coffee, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sing a song for y'all.
That's what's up, bro. I got my pen and pad. I'm taking notes.
You better take some notes, man, because I can sing. But anyway, man, welcome into the show, y'all. If y'all do me a favor, if y'all guys are watching the show wherever you watch it from, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you guys are watching this from, right? X, okay? Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Also, do me another favor. Share the video out there. And while you're at it, go ahead and like Mr. Erick Matthews' page. That's Erick with a K now. It's Erik Matthews. Go ahead and like his page, too.
Now, I do have a stage name, so it's going to be In Cozy Majestic.
Oh, hell. We'll get into the interview with that. See, because I can't even spell it. See, I thought I did my research. Now you got talking about some codes or whatever. Okay, we're gonna get into that in a few minutes, y'all. But I want to do this. Want to do a little bit of news like we always do on the Kesia Joe Show here, right here at the Filter Coffee Parlor. So, Erick, have you watched any of the Olympics?
I have not.
You didn't watch any?
Any, man. I've been strictly focused on this project, and when I'm in that mindset, man, I don't listen to songs. I don't look at media. It's called a zone, man. You gotta get into the zone.
You and nephew get on my nerve. Y'all are not American. Y'all are un-American.
Hey, man.
This is the Olympics. It's only come around 4 years.
I get you.
Every 4 years, but you ain't watching. So let me ask you a question.
If I happen to be in the zone at the time the Olympics come, I'm gonna have to skip it.
So
man.
Do you know anything about Simone Biles?
I have heard of her. Yes.
So we're not gonna look at it when I do the news. I'm just gonna look into the cameras. But if you guys really, been listening to the news, I don't know. Something. I didn't do my. I cannot remember the young lady's name that made the comment. And if you guys out there, put it out there on social media. She made a comment about Simone Biles and the gymnastic team that she gave Simone her props, but she said the gymnastic team didn't work as hard. They looked a little bit lazy. They was lazy in some of the stuff they were doing, and she said that on her own platform. And as of recently, America, there's a video of her, right? Simone Biles, if you can just tell your followers and everybody to stop harassing my family and my friends. They don't deserve. They don't deserve any of this. Could you please? I'm asking you in public on social media to tell your fans to stop harassing us. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, young lady?
I mean, it's rough out here in these streets.
Bruh, listen, if you diss it out, because when she said what she said about the American team, they were lazy,
okay.
Right?
Wow.
She didn't say that about Simone Biles, but she said it about the rest of the team, right?
Wow.
That they was looking a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
Simone Biles came out and
is she an athlete herself?
Yeah, she's a former Olympian.
Okay,
she's a former, and she did this before, right?
Yeah.
So she came out and made that statement. Didn't care how the other people's families and harassment would have been, but because Simone Biles stood by her team, and I don't recall exactly the words that Simone put out there on her social media or tweeted out, right?
Yeah.
Or X. Do they call it a tweet or X? Nephew, do they call it a tweet or X now? When they tweet on X, do they call it a tweet still?
It might be called X now.
What's up, man?
They call it X.
Huh? They call it X?
X.
Okay.
Wow.
So when they tweet it, when they put it out, is it called X? You Xing it out or you tweeting it out?
Tweeting.
Okay, so it's still okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, when she put it out there, right? She said what she said, bro. And now you're crying
because of the backlash.
people because of the backlash that's happened to your family, but you didn't care about what they did to other people's family, right? Yeah. So what do y'all think about that? Y'all put it into the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. Is Simone Biles wrong? Because she didn't say anything to her. She just, made her statement, and Simone Biles fans and those people fans went after her and her family because they won gold.
Yeah.
And so when they won gold, I think the way it was, Simone Biles, they won gold, and I think Simone Biles said something to the fact of, this is what lazy gets you. Something like that, right? And so that hit like wildfire. It then went viral, and all the backlash now because they didn't won gold. And she said that everybody's coming after her and saying blah 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 blah. Right? So that's a problem.
Right.
So again,
bro,
let me do this for you. I'm so sorry that happened to you, baby girl. But maybe next time. Maybe next time you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
How about that?
Flat out.
Man, seriously, bro. I mean, there's a consequence and repercussions. Nobody, this is America. Freedom of speech.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Freedom of speech, America. But here's the thing. You're not free from repercussions by the actions of by your words. The actions that come behind it, you ain't free from that.
You're responsible for every word you release.
So, so that's what's going on. That's one of the main things that I saw. And I meant to mention it the other day on my show, but I thought I'd talk about it here on the Kesia Joe show this morning, right here, the Filter Coffee Parlor with my good friend Erick Matthews in the building. Also, in the news. So do you because you focused, you into your project, Erick. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the outside world exists.
Hey,
but let me ask you this question: Do you know that there's a presidential election going on?
I do know that. Yeah.
Okay, so do you know that?
I heard about the Olympics and stuff. I just
no. Don't try to take it back. Don't try to take it back. We got you on film. Don't do that. Don't do that. We heard you. The other question I want to ask you is this: You do know that we have the first female, well, not the first, but Kamala Harris is now running for president of the United States.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware she's well over 300 million.
Yeah. She's doing good.
Yeah.
So you are aware that now that she had picked a VP. So what do you think about that?
I don't and don't kill me, man. I don't know who a VP is. I haven't been that into it.
I think a lot of people don't know who a VP is if you don't know who the governor of Minnesota was.
Wow. So it's the governor of Minnesota.
It's governor of Minnesota, yes.
Yeah. First of all,
Tim Walz is his name.
I think it's exciting, man, for her to just be running, period. You know what I mean? It's controversial. People got a lot to say, but at the end of the day, she's doing her thing, man. She's moving forward. You got your criticisms of what she's done in the past and so forth and so on. But my thing is, man, I just believe any and everybody should go after what they want to accomplish in life,
right?
Regardless of the criticism of what,
How do you feel that there's a possibility that we could have our first female president? How do you feel about that?
How I feel about it, I feel that, man, that if she wins, and she deserves it, you know, and we're just gonna give her a chance to see whatever it is that she does.
Yeah, I think he's slick.
Huh?
You think he's slick?
Hey, man, I'm just telling you, it ain't nothing I can do to stop it.
I said, how do you feel?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I don't feel a way about it, man. Okay. I feel like she's done what she needed to do to get in the position she's in.
Right.
And if she gets through the door, she got through the door.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For me to judge it, is not changing anything. So I'm just focused on getting through the doors I need to get through.
Well, you guys know the election is coming up here. Former President Donald Trump is actually the nominee for the Republican Party, and you also have the current Vice President Kamala Harris. She is now the running for President of the United States, and she just picked a person for VP. Was wondering who that's going to be. It's the governor of Minnesota, and they have come out firing at the former president. That you guys make your commentary on that. We're not going to get into politics on the show, and as I always say about politics, it can be very heartbreaking sometimes what some people say, and other times it can be very divisive. I don't pick a side on the show. It's nobody's business who I vote for. What I tell American people to do is this: do your homework and vote for your best interest of what you think is going to be best for the country and your family. That is my stance on that. You got two people running, and may the best man or woman win. All right. So that's all we have in the entertainment news that was going on for today. But I want to get into this interview, America. And right now we're down at the Filter Coffee Parlor. And, pretty soon these butterscotch coffee is going to come out. Salted butterscotch will be coming out here, man. The coffee is awesome here. So if you guys want to come on down here to the Filter Coffee Parlor and get some of this delicious coffee. And you know something? I don't drink coffee anymore in America until I come here on Wednesdays. I wait to come here on Wednesdays to make sure that I get that butterscotch coffee. But without any further, you know something? I didn't speak to somebody here today. So before I get to our interview, what's up, nephew? How you doing, bro?
You're a little late for that.
I know. I said I forgot about you.
I see.
Yeah, but I just
It wasn't over my head.
But yeah, I decided to speak to you there. So how you doing? So you doing good?
I'm all right.
Okay. All right. We just want to acknowledge it. All right. So we got some beautiful women here. They're here doing this, like they're doing some studies and stuff. But today, I have a great friend of mine. Actually, he's a better friend of Kesia's. His name is Erick Matthews. Now, the people who know him, I know y'all going crazy out there on social media about him, Erick Matthews, but y'all know him as the guy who sings gospel. You mean? You did your thing, man. 2 years now. 2 years old, you got into music. At 5, you was able to. So at 2 years old, you did what?
At 2 years old, man, I was just in the world. I barely knew I was in the world.
So at 5 years old, you started playing in the church?
Start playing in church. My father's a pastor.
Right.
So yeah, man. And just playing in the church, man, going from instrument to instrument.
Right.
Pretty much because, someone would leave or.
Yeah. So at 5 years old, you used that little prodigy doing your thing.
Trying my best, bro.
Yeah.
Messing up the services and everything.
Man. Yeah, but you was there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there until I got better.
Right.
Absolutely.
So what made you get into music?
It was inevitable, man. My whole family is musical, man. My grandmother, rest her soul, has taught a lot of the major musicians that's out now. She used to teach music lessons, and she raised me and my sister, by teaching music lessons Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
And then after that, we went to church. So music, man, I went to bed listening to music. I woke up listening to music.
So for you guys watching the show that will be watching that, man, y'all finna get a great interview. Again, let me say this. This is Erick Matthews. He's in the building with us today. And we finna take you guys on a ride. I'm just not finna do an interview of his project. That's what everybody does. But we don't do that on the Kesia Joe show. I want you guys to actually really get to know this guy, right? Who he is, how he came to be. And if some of you guys want to get into the music business, what it's going to be, how tough or easy it may be for you. But this is what we're going to do today on the show, y'all. Erick, I hope you're ready for this because I do interviews differently, bro.
Hey, man, I don't get ready. I stay ready.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
Let's see how ready you are.
Let's go.
All right. So how old are you?
I am 50.
Okay. You're 50 years old.
Yeah.
Married, divorced?
Divorced.
Divorced?
Yeah.
Kids?
Kids, yes.
Okay. So what got you into music?
Like I said, just born into music, man. Every sibling I have can sing, play, instruments, so forth and so on. My father and my mother can sing, play instruments.
Okay. So out of your whole family, who's the best?
Me, of course. I mean, that's my opinion, of course. You ask my family, I'm sure it'll be them. But I'm sticking with my answer.
Okay. All right. So when you got ready to do, when did you really decide to get into music? I mean, to do that. Okay, this is gonna be my thing, music.
I decided, man, when I seen the effect that my voice and my presentation in terms of my gift had on people. I was with a community choir called PING, Partners in Neighborhood Growth. Shout out to Dr. Henry Pena. And that was really my first time that I could go around and sing in different venues other than churches. And I seen the same effect that, my voice had on people, outside of the church. And
so what was the effect that we're talking about?
The effect, man, was, people coming up saying they were really touched by, how I was singing and what they felt, was happiness and, encouragement and being uplifted, just good vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you felt that, how old were you when you first felt that?
When I first felt that, I had to be maybe 14, 15. Okay.
You was 14, 15 years old. Well, we got to stop this video because my coffee coming, bro. I can't.
Hey, that butterscotch, man.
Yes, man.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Certainly
so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Hold on, E. Let me do this.
No doubt. Butterscotch, man. You can't.
Bruh. Now I got my superpower.
I hear
You finna get some questions now. And welcome back to the show. That was the coffee break. I'm right here at the Filter Coffee Parlor downtown. Come on down, y'all, and get this butterscotch. Salty butterscotch coffee. I'm telling you, it is the what? The bomb. So you said you was 14 years old when you first got the feeling. So were you gospel at the time, or were you just Erick?
Man, I was just Erick. Just Erick, you know, because I had been listening to all kinds of different music, you know, but gospel was just something by default that I grew up in.
So when you got the effect, did you get the effect from the church, or did you get the effect from the women?
I got the effect from both. Hey, I got the effect from both, bro. You know.
So
and when I realized, man, that it put me a couple notches ahead of the average guy.
Yeah.
That's when I really started practicing and trying to get my stage performance.
So what was one of the first songs you knew that you could be a singer that you sang?
Probably His Eyes on the Sparrow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that was like you did that one in church?
I did that one in church, man, but it was like something would change, man, you know, because I was singing in different venues.
Yeah.
It's like I felt the same feeling that I felt in church that I felt outside.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just that energy coming from the people.
So when you standing up there, right, and you hitting your notes, and that lady, you know the church lady we talking about, she goes to everybody church, go on, boy,
yeah,
sing that song. That's what hit you.
Actually,
or
man,
was it with your mama standing up like, that's my baby?
Man, it was a lot of that, man. It's like my grandmother would get up and say something, have words, and maybe probably after I sung the song, and she would just bust out crying, man, and it just became infectious. Everybody else was, man. So it was like a lot of different emotions, man.
So when you after you got your first, you know, that feeling, what did you do with it? After that, what happened?
What I started doing, man, and I didn't know at the time, I started manifesting my career. You know.
Okay, do tell now. Now, Kesia Joe show. Don't play with us. Well,
hey, man, let's go with it. Let's go.
What you do? You went in the back of the thing and said, "God, you got behind the altar."
No, bro. This is what I did, not knowing, but later on I figured it out, and I started making things happen on purpose and intentionally.
Do tell.
But really at 5 years old, man, I was telling my family, you know, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna do this professionally, so forth and so on, and you know, pretty much the response I got was, you know, you need to get a regular job. You know, this is Birmingham at the time. They would skip over Birmingham for tours and all kind of stuff. And so, you know, I just held on to that. But when I started seeing people respond, man, I started doing what was in my power to do. I couldn't get a record deal at the time, but I could write songs.
Okay.
I could prepare.
So you at 14, you was writing songs.
I was writing songs at maybe 7 or 8. Yeah. Trying to prepare, man, you know. And
man, what kind of song you was writing? Like Mary Had a Little Lamb, and her and Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Well, back then, man, I would just embellish off of other songs that I liked. You know what I'm saying? And just come up with my own lyrics.
Okay, so do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Man, I don't know. Well, actually, it's funny, man. If my mom was here and she was doing the interview, she would say, you know, I started coming up with songs at 3 years old, 4 years old, because I used to sing everything that they say. You know, she would be like, be quiet, Erick. I said, be quiet, Erick. You know, stop. You know what I'm saying? I just use every moment, man.
So did your mama, because that's like talking back, bro, but you just singing back.
Bro.
Did you get in trouble?
The good thing, I did get in trouble, man, but not as much because it was singing. It wasn't talking. So, you know, yeah, absolutely. It was
so
nerve-wracking.
It's kind of hard to go back to write those first songs, but how did that transpire? Because I know you couldn't spell your name back then, bro. So you was thinking of songs, but you wasn't actually writing them.
Well, first, I think what I got into first was melody.
Okay,
you know, and when I realized I could come up and create my own melody, then you know I started understanding, you know, what do I want to say? You know, what do I want to convey in this song? And then I started out just writing without any structure or anything, just writing down a whole bunch of stuff I want to say, and then trying to make it rhyme, and you know, because I thought I was a rapper back then too.
Okay.
So you know, try to make it rhyme. You know.
Right.
So after looking at MTV Raps or something, you know, get inspired, go back in the room, start writing.
So from 7 to 14, who was one of your biggest inspirations as you were growing up?
Definitely Michael Jackson. Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, even at an early age, listening to stuff like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And and I had a wide range. I would listen to country music, all kind of different things,
Right.
just to see what they were doing and what the approach would be.
So let's go here.
Mhm.
As you were going through, we went from 7 years up to 14. Let's get you to 14 years old.
Mhm.
What major star that heard your music you caught their ear?
Well, this was at 21, man. John P. Key.
Okay.
Heard my stuff. And I've always been spontaneous, man. So I just decided to get out of Birmingham and move to Texas.
Okay.
At the last minute, got there. 2 weeks after that, I met John at a concert, my sister and I. And we auditioned right there. And man, he took us to the IHOP after the concert, sat down, and 3 months later moved us to Charlotte, North Carolina.
So from 14 to 21, you met what's his name?
John P. Key.
Met John.
Mhm.
Did you get your record deal before that, or just when you got your first record deal?
That's when I got my first record deal. I signed
Okay.
my first record deal at 21.
Okay, so the first record deal.
Mhm.
What did that look like, sir?
Man, it looked like just
Money wise,
all of
we
my
want to
dream-
talk about money. We
Oh,
talking about-
money? No,
Did
man.
you get
it was,
paid?
It was, man. I got paid.
Come on in,
It
Jerry.
was. Thank you, sir. Let me take a coffee break. Like,
Go ahead, man. If you guys are just locking in right now,
oh my God,
tried to tell you, boy, that salted butterscotch, bro. It hit right now.
man, I ain't even know drop coffee.
You gonna drink that?
My God, I'm gonna drink all of this. All of it.
Hey man, butterscotch, salted butterscotch. Y'all come on down here to Filter Coffee Parlor, man. I'm telling you, it's the best coffee I've ever had, and I had coffee all around the world. But
It's
it's some really
amazing,
good
man.
coffee. Yeah, that you never thought salt and butterscotch would come together so well,
Wow,
bro. And coffee,
perfect blend, man.
perfect blend, man. Hey, it is sweet, tangy, and something.
Man. But it's good. The combination is
Yeah, it's
amazing.
good. So you
Yeah.
got your first record deal.
Yeah, money wise, man. It was a grind, bro.
Okay.
It was a grind.
So what the first record deal look like?
Well, the first record deal, man, was the guy that signed me was #1 in gospel, #1 on the chart. So I'm thinking in my mind, man, my album gonna blow
You
up
finna
just
blow up.
because
Yeah.
just because it's #1.
Right.
I'm meeting Riddick Bowe and all kind of famous people and everything. I'm traveling with him. We out every week. But man, the grind was serious, bro. Because I think I was getting paid $300 per show.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Okay.
But
But you was making money.
I was making money, but it wasn't enough to sustain me, man. So
Not at 21.
no, well, I mean, I was in Charlotte by myself. Keep in mind,
Right.
I'm by myself, so
Right.
I gotta pay bills. I gotta, you know what I mean. And
So
he
you had to
helped.
get a daytime job.
Yeah, he helped though. He helped a lot, but eventually, I came off the road since I knew he was going to do a solo project on me, and I started working and trying to,
Right.
and then honing my craft for when the time will come for me to record.
So you got your first record deal. When did you get your first hit?
Man, I never really got the success that I wanted in terms of hit, but I was exposed to a lot of people, man.
Okay, so during your come up,
Mhm.
who all have you met? Who all have you worked with?
I've worked with.
Hold on, let's do this first. Let's do this because
Sure.
I want our audience and we want to take them on a journey with you, right?
Mhm.
We done went from 2 to 5 to 7 to 14, 21. You got your first record deal. That's where we are
Mhm.
right now in Erick's story, Erick Matthews.
Mhm.
So now we're going to talk about, you got your first record deal at 21 and John got you was up in Charlotte.
Mhm.
So now let's go to where you started to meeting famous people. But I want to do this as you meet the famous people. Let's do this.
Sure.
Who did you sing with first,
Mhm.
right? The couple of people you sing with. And then I want to know who you wrote for. So let's do who did you sing with first or
Okay.
you work with.
So who I sung with and worked with was Ben Tankard.
Okay.
He's out of Nashville, Tennessee. He's a gospel
Yeah.
musician. Has his own show, all of that. I traveled with him for maybe 2 years.
Okay.
Doing background for him. Play from Kid and Play was my manager for about 2 years.
Okay.
And through that relationship, I was able to do background for MC Hammer.
Okay.
I work with a guy named William Beckton.
Okay.
A lot of these guys are gospel.
Right,
Well,
right.
you probably know the song "Be Encouraged."
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's the author of that song. It was a huge hit, and so through traveling with him, I got a chance to meet, basketball greats and things of that nature. So yeah, that's the name of a few.
So you got to work with Hammer, you got to work with, work with Kid and Play and all these other guys, but Okay, along the way, I'm quite sure you start to understand what it takes to make a hit, what the grind look like.
Absolutely. Not just that, but how to be responsible when it comes to money,
Yeah.
because it comes fast.
Right.
You know, but how to be responsible. I had examples of what a person didn't do that brought them to ruin.
Okay.
And I had examples of people that, you know, what they did do to make them successful.
Okay, so you're an adult now,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
America, don't you think something's missing here? Because I think something's missing because he haven't said it, but maybe I haven't asked him the question. When did you get married?
When did I get married? Man, I got married at 21, the same year I signed my deal. Yeah.
So
Same year I signed my deal, man.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
America, so we're going on the ride with my man here, right?
Hey, but that ends tragically though. It ends tragically.
Listen, I'm interviewing you, man. Don't get to
I
the
want to get
end.
ready to cliffhanger, man.
Let's get back to the story. We're at
Absolutely.
21 right now
Mhm.
in the beautiful times.
Absolutely, bro.
You met this beautiful woman.
Man, I'm on cloud 9. Man.
Yeah. And
I'm
you
on
got your record deal and you got the woman.
And she moved with me to Charlotte, man. And
Okay.
it was like it was my first lesson of, you know, responsibility being too heavy for me to handle.
Okay, so let me ask you during this time now.
Mhm.
So when you was going through this here, were we still singing gospel?
Yes, I was.
It was all gospel.
I was all
all
gospel.
gospel.
All gospel.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everything you was doing was completely gospel.
Everything I was doing was
You was in
gospel.
the Lord, you was in the God and all this stuff.
Absolutely.
My man.
I was trying. I'll say that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you was working. You was working.
I was working toward it. Yeah.
Man, that's a beautiful thing. So you're in Charlotte, you're a singer trying to make it, got a wife. Now I just noticed you just said something.
Mhm.
You said I got in over my head. Was it with the music or was it with the wife or you moved too fast? Which one did you move too fast in?
I think, man, looking back in retrospect, I think I should not have gotten married at that time because my devotion was to my career, you know, and I even shared that with her before we got married. She wanted to be married. I loved her. And so I told her, you know, at the time, not trying to be arrogant, not trying to be mean or spiteful, but I just shared with her. I said, listen, I love you enough to marry you, but you're going to be the mistress and music is going to be my lady.
I understand the sentiments because I've done the same thing and I've lost a wife because of that too.
Yeah.
And I said the same thing.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and married her.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna say that's the dumbest thing both you and I did. Because you can't have your wife as a mistress,
Exactly,
right?
bro.
To your
I'm
work.
21, man, young and dumb,
But,
you know.
but I'm being honest, man. You know, it sounds great to us when we say it as men,
Yeah.
right? Because you would think for us, it's work and I'm devoted and you know exactly where I am. But
and then you think you're doing the right thing, man. I'm allowing you to see what you're about to get yourself into. And so if you still want to make that decision, then you know
we got you. You see what I am.
Yeah.
But what we didn't realize was that emotions, right?
Yeah.
And time
Mhm.
is very important, regardless of what she sees.
Absolutely, bro.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so I'm not gonna get into the details, but how long were you married?
13 years.
You were married for 13 years. So
13
yeah,
years.
so you did pretty good, bro. You did
I did pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna say maybe 2.5 years of that time we were not together,
right?
And the divorce actually ended at 13 years. But
yeah.
yeah.
So you did, let's say you did 11, 10. You got
Yeah.
about 10, 11.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I tried to hold in there pretty strong.
My
bro.
man. So when you was writing, so when you was singing, and were you writing songs at that time when you got married? Still writing
Yes,
songs?
absolutely.
Okay, so the songs that you was writing, was it influenced by your beautiful wife at the time?
No, man. Just about because I had a challenging childhood. So just about I've always been an artist to write about what actually happens in my life because I felt like that was the shortest distance to people's heart. You know, because a lot of people go through. We all human. We go through. Everybody can relate to pain, love, you know, ups and downs. So
Right.
I would write about those things in my music, but it was just through gospel lenses.
Okay, so let's move ahead for 13 years.
Sure.
You got married.
Mhm.
How many kids you had within the time?
2.
You had 2 kids.
Yes.
Girls, boys, what?
Girl, a boy.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you in 13 years wrote songs,
Mhm.
met famous people.
Yeah.
Writing, the singing on the stage, doing your thing,
Mhm.
family,
Mhm.
right? Living the American dream.
Yeah.
Doing the best that you can,
Mhm.
thinking that everything's gonna happen for you.
Mhm.
At some point, the brakes started to come on. The bricks started to fall off, and stuff started to fall off the house, and stuff started to fall apart. What happened?
That started pretty early. we you know, we just stayed together under the rubble. You know what I mean?
Well, let's go ahead and get into it.
You know,
So
just,
what happened?
just not understanding, man, you know, going in, man, I had nobody to really mentor me in terms of decisions to make with the money and those kinds of things. And, you know, I just should not have started a brand new career with a brand new wife.
Okay.
And so I found myself, my issues were around those two things. You know, if I had more time with her, then my career would suffer. If I had more time in my career, then my family would suffer. You know, and she was a champ, man. You know, I don't have anything bad to say about her. She held on as long as she could.
So let me ask you this here.
Yeah.
Right here on the Kesia Joe show at the Filter Coffee Parlor downtown.
Mm-hmm.
If you could say anything to your ex-wife right now, what would you say to her?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I brought you into a marriage at a time where I wasn't focused on marriage. I was focused on my career, you know, but you know, and this is not to dumb down the apology, but we had two beautiful children out of it, you know, and we on talking terms today, you know, and we both have some regrets and different things.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I see why you write songs. I kind of got a chill when you say it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
my
man.
boy said, "I'm sorry, lo siento, go inside." My man. Okay. And hope you guys share this video out here, man. This is a touching journey of Erick Matthews. We're talking here at the Filter Coffee Parlor right here downtown. Got a new project coming out, but it's no sense of talking about the project if you don't know the man, if you don't know his story and how he got to the project.
Yes.
So we done went from 2 to now 21. We're going to move it up to 13 years now. So that'll put you around about what, 34, 35.
Mm-hmm.
So the wheels completely fell off.
Man, completely.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, I went on a play, man, that never came out, but I went to Columbus, Georgia, and this was during the time that Play was managing me. He was putting together a play with Cheryl from Salt and Pepper.
So we talking about Kid and Play has you in a play?
Well, yeah, Play from Kid and Play.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So he brought me out to Columbus, Georgia, which is where I met a group called Common Unity.
Okay.
Common Unity was the choir that backed up MC Hammer with That's Why We Pray and all of the stuff that he was singing. So, but we were there to actually do a stage play.
Okay.
So I stayed out there for about 6 weeks, man, just learning the lines and learning the songs and so forth and so on. And when I got back to Birmingham, you know, basically it was a wrap for the marriage, you know, based on her decision. She just couldn't handle it anymore.
She was tired.
Yeah, she was tired, man. So what I did from that point was based on the contacts that I had, I couldn't take it, man. I didn't see it coming, you know, so I moved to California. And that's how I started, you know, traveling with MC Hammer and doing background for him, thinking that was going to, you know, somehow deal with my issues, you know, my broken heart, you know, my kids, I'm not in the household anymore, so forth and so on. But I still had this passion and this love for music. And I don't want to give that up, even though I've lost my family because of it. You know, so, you know, I just decided to pick up the rubble, man, and just, you know, dig down. Because I was like, if it's already cost me my family, then I gotta win at this. Man, so I'm not gonna give up.
Your story is so similar to mine, bro. Real talk,
it's
bro.
Real, man.
Because if I lost, you haven't said this. If I lost my family, I'm not gonna lose my mistress. I'm not gonna lose my wife.
That's exactly what I saw.
Right?
That's exactly how I felt. You know, and so, you know, I mean, I got to walk away with one of them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I've invested so much time, emotion, energy, money. You know, all of that.
And what you told yourself, she ain't gonna complain. Exactly. As long as I show up, she's gonna do what I need to go do, and she's gonna give me what I need to give me. Right?
Absolutely,
right,
man. Yeah, I don't have to hear no. We ain't arguing,
bro.
Anytime I want to spend time with her, anytime I want to get away, I can get away. You know,
there's a person now. Nephew, he's sitting behind the thing. He's heard me say this 1,000 times. Like I said, the microphone will never cheat me.
It'll never.
The microphone.
It's gonna always do its job. Every time you speak into it, it's gonna amplify your voice.
Every time, man. Right. And so, wow, man, that's crazy because that's the way I thought when I went through my divorce because I was angry too.
Yeah.
So, how did all this stuff happen at the end of the day when you went through your divorce? Ma'am, come on in. You're good. We're just doing a live show, but come on in. You're good. Do your thing. Hey, we're doing, but you're just fine. Please come on and get your coffee. That's a beautiful lady. Come in and get some coffee at the coffee parlor.
Yes.
But yeah. So you got your in 13 years.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to go through your divorce. We was talking before the show. You end up in the motherland. So did you end up in the motherland before the divorce or after the divorce?
after the divorce, man, I actually went 5 years just trying to heal and focus on my career and so forth. And then
Okay,
I met,
so you
met
got
another
divorced when
young, pretty lady, and
wait a minute.
ended up marrying her, man.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, man. So she,
No. So we taking the audience on the journey with Erick Matthews today. We telling the truth with Elf on the Kesia Joe show.
with an L.
With the Elf, the truth. So you went to California, you got a divorce,
Yes.
went to California,
Mhm.
started hanging out with MC Hammer, playing, doing the background things.
Mhm.
So let's keep going from there because I thought this
Okay.
was because I was lost. I just jumped ahead of stuff.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we in California now. We in
Yeah,
California. So
we
what
in
happened?
California,
All right. So
man.
what happened?
We're in California, and I'm getting calls from my son at the time, who was maybe 6, 7 years old.
Uh-huh.
Had never known me not to be in the household.
Okay.
And just started feeling like, just torn, man.
Okay.
And I said, this is how I rationalized it. I've done so much for this mistress or for my main lady, which was
Well,
music.
music.
You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to lose my son.
Right.
And so I moved back to Birmingham.
Okay.
And in moving back to Birmingham, we never got back together, but I was able to be in my son's life, my daughter's life, and in the interim of that, 5 years went by, and I had a young lady call me one day from Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She was living in Virginia at the time. Make a long story short, she called me because she was a singer.
Okay.
So it so happens her brother was a friend of mine. I was traveling with him with William Beckton. And so she came to him one day and she said, how can I get in contact with this guy? I seen him on BT. I like his music and I would like him to produce some stuff for me. So he was like, well, I know him. He traveled with me with William Beckton and so forth and so on. So she called me, man. And from the first day of communicating, we never stopped communicating. The CD didn't even get done, until like after we were married, the CD got done.
Okay.
But man, conversated with her and it was very intriguing because I didn't know how she looked.
Yeah.
We talked for 2 months, man.
Without knowing how she looked.
And finally,
Her
I
voice
said,
was that good?
man, the pretty was coming through the phone,
Man,
bro.
I got this young lady that I know right now. And every time she say Joe Lockett.
Ooh.
Erick.
Hey, man.
Bro, every time she said my name, dog,
I know the feeling.
I just
bro.
melt.
I know
I
the
just
feeling.
melt.
I know the feeling, man. So she, that's how interesting the conversation was.
Yeah.
I finally asked her, you got a picture or something you can send me, man. Because if it matched your intellect, your voice, it's like I got to know the inside of her.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, man. When I seen her, man,
That was it. You already knew.
I was like, hey, we need to take this to the next level. And so
I didn't even let you go.
So what happened, man, was
Yeah.
I went up there like twice.
Okay.
And she came to Birmingham once. And from there, man, we decided to get married before the end of the year. Same year I met her. And we moved to Texas.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I'm a
with
risk
that one.
taker, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what happened with them. You married her too early.
Really? I don't know, man. 17 years,
17 years.
17 years, bro. But
Okay.
but that ended tragically.
we ain't got that yet, but we go. Hey, y'all hold on, man. We at the filter coffee parlor right here downtown.
Hey, man.
So the second wife, y'all married. Okay. Did y'all have any kids together?
We do. 2.
Okay. So you got 4 kids.
4 kids, yeah.
Okay. You have 4 kids.
Well, I have 6 kids.
Could you,
So I had one when I was young and dumb,
okay.
not married,
Okay.
so forth and so on. Yeah.
Look, all the kids though. Beautiful kids.
I love
at
them,
the end of
man.
that. So you got 6 beautiful kids. So you got married to the second wife. Had 2 beautiful kids with her, right? Were you living in Birmingham, California, Charlotte? Where you living?
I was living at the time. I was living in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I flew there, and we went to Dallas. Started a life there.
okay. So you lived in Dallas, still doing gospel,
Still doing gospel at the time. Yeah.
and was she a singer?
Yes.
Okay, so that helped y'all vibe together. So this,
Absolutely.
so the music came out.
Yeah.
So y'all did music.
So
together.
I produced her. Finally got a record done.
Okay.
2 years into the marriage.
Okay.
I actually was involved in 2 records that she did.
Okay. Awesome.
And so we were vibing, man.
Right.
Because we love music. We come from a musical background.
Right.
So a lot of what the first one didn't understand, she did,
God.
because she was able to be a part of it.
And let me say this to all the women out there, right, and to the men. the first one built them better to be better for the second one.
Absolutely,
Right?
man.
You know that is a piggyback. It's never a slight because you most of the time you try to become better, but that
Right.
first person help you become better for the second person.
Now, here's the crazy thing about it, man. If I could combine the two in terms of qualities that each one had and didn't have, it would be the perfect woman.
And you know
man.
something, I'm probably sure that both of your wives probably say the same thing because you have some good qualities too, I'm sure.
Thank you,
You know what
bro.
I mean?
Thank you,
So
man.
and you know, just by knowing you over the period of time I have. So let's get to this part. Okay, so you know, we in Disney, everything into it was going well.
Mhm.
At some point, this one came to a tragic end too.
Yes.
Right. So you said your last marriage, which was 13 years married, was over about 2 years prior to. Tim,
Mhm.
keep it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you, man. You're a great
Keep it up,
listener, man.
Right. So now you at 17.
Yeah.
When did this one go back?
Not 17. Now I'm at 17 years, man. This one went bad. Maybe a year and a half to 2 years into our trip to Africa.
So that marriage led you for whatever reason. Y'all went ahead and y'all went to Africa. Was it a trip or you guys were planning on
Nah,
moving
man,
there?
it was a jump out of the boat into the water. Don't put your toe in to see if it's cold.
And the
and
wife went
swim.
along with you on it. Was it your idea or your idea to go to Africa?
Wife and kids, man.
So everybody wanted to go.
Yeah.
Why Africa?
Well, George Floyd, man, kind of just turned me inside out. You know, of course,
Okay.
to my mindset is we've had 1,000 George Floyds.
Okay.
But it's just that one got so much, you know, and my thing was, man, let me take my life in my own hands and try something different.
Because
Obviously, what I've been doing hadn't been working.
so you went to Africa. What part of Africa did you go to?
I went to Gambia, West Africa.
Okay. And so you went there for what, 6 months, a year?
No, man, we stayed there 3.5 years.
3.5 years?
3.5 years, never going to the continent, and we bought a one-way ticket.
Wow, your wife loved you, bro.
She loved me, man,
And
because
she trusted you.
I had $30,000 saved up. My son got in trouble, you know, for a crime he didn't commit. I spent $26,000 of that to keep him out of jail, and we went to Africa with $4,000.
You went to Africa with $4,000.
$4,000 one-way trip,
Wow.
one-way ticket. So she loved me.
She really did love you, bro.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, bro,
Mhm.
what the hell happened, sir?
Well, when I went there, man, and I started a YouTube channel. It's called Cozy TV, shameless plug.
No, it's not shameless plug. This is your interview, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So-
tell about it. Now we're talking about Cozy. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I did was I decided to document our trip to Africa, you know,
Okay.
and in real time, whatever happened, you know. So we got over there, man, and 30 days into us being there, I started a restaurant,
Okay.
you know, a soul food, a beach bar restaurant.
My man.
And man, that gave us so much
Joy.
but so much attention.
Okay.
And a lot of times that's what you have to watch out for, you know. And that was a lesson that I learned there, man. Just being in the limelight so much. As
So
an
which one of
artist.
y'all got caught up in the limelight? Was it you or your wife?
Well, no, I was experiencing the limelight, you know, because remember, I done went through a whole marriage and a career, you know, before I met her. So, you know, I just think we allowed the things that we were dealing with internally. Yeah. And then we commanded attention. Like when we walk in a room without even trying,
You that dude.
we the power couple, bro.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we had people around us that didn't like that,
Right.
you know, and did everything they could to tear us apart.
So the foundation wasn't strong enough to handle what was coming in from the outside.
No.
Okay.
I think it weakened over time
Gotcha.
because of problems. And don't get me wrong, we had some issues
Understood.
before we went to Africa.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, you know, man, I got rose-colored glasses on. My people going to accept me. You know, our ancestors was taken from the land. And
But you kept saying my people, they don't accept you over there as your people, bro. They don't even look at you.
not all of them.
No.
In fact, they look at as a threat because I'm coming in, starting a business in the middle of COVID.
Bro,
you know, it blew up.
I went to Africa, bro, and you know, it ain't my land. Let me just say that.
Yeah, man, it's
different.
There was a lot of things that I did learn, though. I mean, the actual place I was in, I learned that the story of the roots, you know, Kunta Kinte, all of that happened there.
Yeah.
You know, so there was a lot that I was able to learn. I was able to see a lot of similarities in us. You know, the way we talk with our hands, and you know, just how we are. I mean, I met people from everywhere, man. Japan, you know, Holland, all black,
All black,
speaking different languages, man.
Yeah.
And it was all because of the YouTube channel.
That's good, man. So right now, if people that's watching this, when they're finished watching this, want to go to your YouTube channel, where can they find it at?
You can go to Nkosi TV, NKOSI TV.
All right, y'all make sure y'all check it out and lock that in for you guys.
Yeah.
So we at the part of the
I know
story.
it's a lot, man. It's a movie,
No,
really,
bro,
man.
I mean, I think this is very interesting, bro.
Yeah.
We're locked in right here at the Filter Coffee Parlor right here on the Kesia Joe Show. We have went on a journey, and we're taking y'all somewhere with this journey because he got a new project coming out. But like I said, I wanted to get you guys to actually know this guy, so when you buy his music, you know what music that you're buying. So now you're in Africa, right? Mm-hmm. Bar, problems, marriage. You lose your wife.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and rush through it. Go and get through it. Now you get, you know, whatever happened, you guys got a divorce.
Yeah.
Out of that divorce came
this project.
And what's the name of this new project?
It's called Full Circle.
Wow.
Full Circle for a lot of reasons. You know,
okay.
I'm back in the country. I've been here since February. Mm-hmm. I'm back in the city that I was born and raised in.
Okay.
And I'm back doing what I started out doing before I got married to either two. You know?
You told me before the interview you was gonna let me know. You said you're changing from gospel. Yes. So are you doing a Beyonce thing, like you go in the country now? So this new album is going to be what?
It's going to be R&B slash.
Wait a minute. What you doing?
Neo soul, man.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me sit on my chair. You doing what now?
I'm doing R&B slash neo soul.
Hold on. The gospel singer finna go from God to sinning. Hey, my man.
Hey, the gift don't change.
I knew I liked you for a reason. There's hope for me yet, America. There's hope for me yet.
Hey, man.
So what kind of, so it's Full Circle. So what kind of songs can we expect on this new project?
You can expect, man, songs that, you know, let me explain it like this.
Sure.
When I write, I try to put formulas inside of my writing, something that people can be helped by.
Okay.
For example, you know, if a man can't articulate himself in the emotional arena, mm-hmm. he can go to my song and say, baby, this is how I feel.
Wait a minute, you ain't got a babyface type song, right? Hey, every song, as soon as she walks, that's what this album gonna be. Wait a minute, it's a step by step.
Not with the babyface flair or sound,
right?
But same formula.
But man. No, I got to ask you this now.
Yeah,
okay, Eric.
Yeah,
don't play with me, bro.
I ain't gonna play.
No,
bro.
Hold on, bro, Eric. Don't
play with me. I ain't gonna play with. I promise.
Okay, so when you saying when I put your CD on, mm-hmm. or I stream you or wherever, I'm gonna find out there on what you call it, Spotify and all that stuff. I can put it on number 2 and number 3, and it's gonna say everything I needed to say for that moment.
Yes, depending on whatever situation you're in.
Yeah, but I'm saying as long as we want, because you know there's back in the day you put a babyface thing on, bro,
and it'll just touch you, man, and grab you.
Babyface and R. Kelly would say everything. I would say, listen,
R. Kelly, man, phenomenal writer.
Listen, man. I would say, I sit back and baby, just listen to this thing. So when she finished, she already knew what time it was, right?
She in love, man. Yeah. She forgave you and everything.
Yeah. So you saying the Erick Matthews experience is gonna be like that, Full Circle?
And cozy, majestic. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I changed my name also.
Okay, so let me ask you this here. So what you think will be the number 1 hit song on your new project?
I don't know, man. I got 3 singles that's coming out. The first one is You're Mine. I think that's gonna really touch people. I got another song called Shea Butter and Cologne. I know that's gonna you know what I'm saying? I got another song called It's Up, you know. So man, this
Shea Butter and Cologne.
Yeah, man. Shea Butter and Cologne.
Okay, so
yes, sir. So you know.
Wait a minute. No, stop. Bro.
I can set it up for you.
No,
man.
How in the hell you put Shea Butter and Cologne in a song?
Basically like this, man. You know, you walk into a restaurant. You're looking good, you're feeling good, your confidence, you know, you commanding the room, you know, and you walk past a female and she gets the whiff of what you have on.
Yeah.
And then she taps you and say, hey, what did you have on? Oh, it's just my Shea Butter and Cologne. And then we build a whole conversation around that.
Okay, and what made you come up with this concept of shit? Because I got on some shea butter, for real. And I got on cologne this morning.
Actually, man,
I got on Kesia's shea butter this morning that she
okay.
gave me,
mm-hmm.
and I got on cologne. So
I can't take full credit for it, man. A guy came to me with the idea.
Okay,
old friend of mine, and he just couldn't finish the song. So I wrote the whole second verse, the bridge. Okay. You know, and we just it ended up being, in my mind, a masterpiece, man.
So shea butter and cologne, You're Mine, and what's the third single you got?
It's Up.
is up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the whole body of music is maybe about 12, 13 songs.
Okay.
But those are the 3 singles that I'm going to lead out with.
Okay.
You know, it's up club song, you know what I'm saying? Basically talking about, you know, I've been the solution for everybody's problem this week.
Right.
But night to night is all about me. It's up.
Right.
You know,
Okay,
so that's the concept with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I hate to ask because I know singers don't like to do it, but I need a verse from one of them singles. You know what I'm saying? Just something.
Okay.
A little hook or something.
Let me see.
Which one you gonna do for us today?
I'll do Your Mind just because that'll be available on the 27th of this month.
Okay.
You know, for purchase.
Yeah.
And so I'll do a little bit of that.
Okay, do a little bit of that for us. Now hold on, because we ain't playing the music. We ain't finna get knocked off of social media.
I got you, bro.
So,
I got you,
bro. E.
Mhm.
If you can't sing, just say.
No, bro. I know this is dangerous, man. This is dangerous.
Hold on, bro. If you can't sing, we ain't got no auto-tune. We ain't got nothing to save you, dog.
I hear you, bro.
E, you sure you want to do this for America?
Absolutely, man. I believe I
Don't hesitate. Now
I'm
you
deserving. You got me tongue tied over here, man.
You get nervous now.
I know there's a lot of people watching, y'all.
So what I'm saying is, you don't have to do this. We can
Nah,
just tell.
man,
We can tell them to go to www.such
Man. Nah, man, I want them to hear the raw. You know what I'm saying?
All
I
right.
mean, you know, so
because we don't have auto-tunes. Just saying.
I got you, bro. I got you.
All right, though
got
we're
you,
gonna turn these airways over to the one and only Erick Matthews. Give us a few bars on that.
Okay. And now that you're mine, I'll never let you go. We were designed to be together, to grow old together. So promise you'll never leave my side. Baby, I'm so glad you're mine.
Boy. I hope we record that because I'm gonna play that as soon as I get home.
I'm gonna send you the single too, bro, because I want you to really hear it, man. But
Okay,
yeah.
send us a single, man.
Yeah.
So, bruh, with our bootleg equipment, you made that sound real good.
Hey, man.
You did that, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Man, that's good.
Appreciate
The new
it, man.
single's coming out when?
It's it'll be available on all platforms on the 27th of this month, and shortly after that, we got a concept video that we shot in Dallas that'll be coming behind that.
So the song is called
Your Mind.
And they can find it under
In Cozy Majestic.
spell.
NKOSI MAJESTIC. And Cozy Majestic.
Erick, man, want to thank you for coming on to the show today, my
Thanks
man.
for having me, bro.
Man,
It's
we
been I
love
had
it,
a
bro.
ball, man.
It's been fun, man. I hope
Absolutely.
you guys have enjoyed the show today, man. Make sure you go out there and get Erick Matthews' new music. I'm gonna call him Erick, but y'all out there, he's now cozy, okay, majestic, and he can. You're mine. Before we get out of here, can I ask you this question?
Sure.
If I want to impress a woman,
Mhm.
right? You done heard my voice. I'm probably either a tenor or a bass. I don't know,
Mhm.
but if I wanted to sing like a chorus, you know, the 1 or 2 words,
Mhm.
and I can't sing,
Mhm.
I can't even carry a note.
Yeah.
How can I do it, bro?
What you do, man, is just you call her in, you put on my song, and then you pantomime.
Oh.
You just mouth the words, man, because the words gonna touch her heart. She already love you, so just pantomime,
America.
man.
I was hoping he was gonna give me some tips, but based on what he said, if you can't sing, don't do it, bro.
Don't do it. That'll make it worse, man.
All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this show, man. Kesia will be back with us next week, guys. We love you. We're gonna have a great day today. Make sure you guys lock it into the Joe Lockett Show later on this afternoon with me, Denise, and nephew. We're here to fill the call parlor. Erick again. Appreciate you, boy. Love you, man.
All right.
Yeah,
love
have a
you,
great
bro.
day, and we love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so
out.
much. See you guys next week.